Good morning, friends. Today we'll start with how to run a servlet program. So for that you require a Java in your machine, and we are going to run it in Eclipse, and you require a Tomcat to be available on your machine. If you don't know how to install a Tomcat, check out a description box where I have given a link of how to download and install a Tomcat in your machine. So first be ready with your machine with a Tomcat and Eclipse version, like it can be a Mars, Luna, Kepler, any version you can use. So here I have an Eclipse Mars version. So just open this, select an workplace. So once it get open your Eclipse, just check out what perspective it is having. If it is having a Java perspective, you just have to click on Java EE perspective, which is required for servlet and JSP codes to be run properly. Then click on a file and new, and then you have to find out a dynamic web project. If you are not finding that in this particular list, then you can also find out by using a project, and in this project go with a web, and under the web you will find out a dynamic web project. Then give a name to your project. Suppose we will give an example like servlet codes. The name of the project I have given here. Then now click on the next button. Again click on a next button. Then click on here generate web.xml deployment descriptor, as it is required when you are working with a web development project. Then click on finish. So once you finish in your project explorer window of Eclipse, you will find out that the name of project is coming here. Double click on that. So here you will see this is an the structure of dynamic web project, like which contains Java resources, deployment descriptor, services, web content, build and JavaScript resources. So this is the structure of dynamic web project. Click on Java resources. Here you will find out one folder called as SRC, that is source. Double click on that. You will find out like nothing is, if I am clicking, because no new file I have created. So when you want to create a servlet, first is right click on this SRC folder. Remember to click on SRC folder, then new, and find out here a servlet. So once servlet, it will give you this create servlet window. No need to do with a Java package. Give a class name here. That is the name of a Java code that you want to give. Suppose if I want to create a simple login form here. So here I am giving like login 1 name I have given. Then next, again click on next. Then it is asking which kind of function you require, either do get or do post or do get. So click on anyone. Suppose I want only a do post method, want to implement with a servlet. So click on a do post and then click on finish. So it will give you like this structure. It is giving an error here because he required to add some jar API file of servlet. So for that, on your project name, that is servlet code, right click here, then click on build path, configure build path. Here you will find out 4 tabs. From that, click on libraries. Here number of buttons are there. Click on add external jar. Then find out the location where you have downloaded Tomcat. Like in my case, under the C colon in a program files, under the Apache Software Foundation, here I have installed then Tomcat. So here I have to use a Tomcat 7 version. So here I'm double clicking on Tomcat 7.0 and that click on a leaf folder. Here you will find out a different libraries available, different jar file available. Find out a servlet dash API jar file. Select that file, click on open. So that jar file is added here. Click on apply and click on OK. So you will see that all the errors has been gone. Now there are a number of comments like which is added by Eclipse. If you don't want it, just remove all that comments. So it will be easy for us to code. Okay, here I am just entering this curly bracket so we can understand exactly where I have to write down a code. So now before running the servlet, you want like suppose I want to print an hello message here. So for the same, you require two things which is need to be available always. You have to write down in your servlet code when you want to print something. First one is, as we want to give a response to the user or a client. So here we have to use, if you see there are two different methods. One is a request method and second is response method. Request method when you want to take some values from client side, and response when you want to give some response to the client. So here we want to print a hello message to the user. So we have to use a response dot. So first time when you press a dot, stop for a while, it will give such kind of error. Click on a OK, again remove dot and again press dot. This you have to do first time only. Then the method you have to use is a set and press C only. So you will find out the method that is set content time. Double click on it. And here we want to give a output in a text slash in a HTML format. So here we have used text dash HTML. Then second line which we have to use is we have to create like object for printing your output. So for that we have to use a method called as print writer method. So click on PR. Now no need to type everything on your Eclipse. After that just press control button with space bar at a time. So it is going to suggest all the methods which are or classes which are starting with that PR. So click on print writer space create a object. Suppose I have created object of name out equal to. Now you have to give a output to the client using this response method. So here you have to use a response dot and you have to use a first method which is suggested by Java, that is the get writer and semicolon. So this is a prerequisite before printing any of the output to the user. So these two lines are important. Now I have to use out dot and then method I am using is a print, and in double quote suppose I'm giving hello. So very simple program to print a hello message. Now whenever you want to run the servlet code, so very first thing that you want to do is add the like lower um, lower page. You will find out a tab like server here. Okay, so I'm just deleting this so I can show you like from starting. So you will find nothing in your server if you are not finding the like server tab here like this. If you are not able to find the server tab here, so click on Windows and in a show view you will find out here servers. So click on the servers. So the server tab gets added here. Then here in this space of the server, right click from your mouse, then click on new and then server. Here you will find out the list of server. So just go on above side and find out the word like Apache, because we have installed Apache Tomcat. So click on Apache and you will find out the name of many like Tomcat server. So the server that you have installed, like I have installed the version 7. So here I am selecting the Tomcat 7.0 server version which is running on a Tomcat. Then click on next. Okay, and then finish. So here your Tomcat server is added now. So how to run now this file? Again, go on a Project Explorer window and click on SRC. Now here one default package has created. Double click on this. You will find out one file, that is the name of this file, that is login Java. Right click on that. Click on run as, run on server. Then select Tomcat 7.0. Then next, and click on finish. Here as I have already added this Tomcat in the Eclipse, if you are doing it first time, so it can give you like it is not finding the in which folder Tomcat is available. So you have to browse and give the path of the Tomcat where you have installed, either on a C colon or D colon, and then click on finish. So after you click on a finish, your Tomcat is now okay. So if such kind of error is coming, like the port is already used by any of the different services, because by default Tomcat is using a port like 8005, 8080 and 009. This is a common mistake which generally comes. So how to solve this? Click on OK, and wherever you are finding this Tomcat file, double click on that. Here you will find out the port number. So instead of 8005, just click on like give a 6. Here instead of 8080, give 80801, and here just give 10. It you have to do only if there is an error. Now here star indicate you hadn't saved that file, so press Ctrl S. After Ctrl S, these port numbers are saved. Close this. Now again run after by right clicking on file name, then run on server, next, and then finish. So now your Tomcat is starting. And now like second most common error which is coming is this, as we are not getting any value from HTML, we are directly running an servlet file, so directly we cannot use a post method. So here instead of post you have to type get, press Ctrl S, save this and go here and refresh that file. Okay, so after some time you have to refresh 1 or 2 times. After refreshing, the output will come here. So this is the simple output. Suppose here I am now changing this like hello world. If you have made any of the changes, you will find out star here. It indicates you haven't saved this file. So press Ctrl S, go on here and again refresh this. So sometime you have to refresh like 2 to 3 times, and then it will gives you the output. Now it is using this internal web browser here. If you want to run your output on actual web browser, click on a Windows, click on a web browser, as it is using an internal web browser of Eclipse. If you want to show the output on Firefox, so select this and close this one, and now right click on here and run as run on server. So now the output you will find out it is showing on the Firefox. So it is depend on you where you want to show the output. You can show either in a Firefox or in a Chrome, or you can use an internal browser of that Eclipse also. Now if you want to make some change in this code, like if you want to create an HTML file, and whatever the data you are putting in your HTML file, you want to read it in your servlet. So very simple, go on your project name, right click again, click on new and click on HTML file, and give the name of the file that you want to give. Like suppose here I have giving a file like log1.html. Click on next and then click on finish. So that new file is created here. From where to find out this log.html file in this project name? So here you will find out the web content. Click on web content. So here under the web content you will find out the .html file, and under the Java resources you will find out a servlet, that is .java file. So now in a log.html file, suppose here we want to give one text box. So use a form tag here. So under the form tag, give the method equal to, as we have used here the method as a do get, so we have to use method equal to get, and then you have to use a action here, action equal to the name of this servlet file. So in a double quote I will use login1, but don't give a .java, just the name of file you have to use. And here suppose I have entered like name and input type equal to text, and instead of ID here we have to use name equal to, suppose I have given the name as T1, and then use a button like input type equal to submit and value equal to submit. So when you click on this button, it will going to go with this file for action, and it will pass this information of a text box to the login one using the method get. So now you have to run this log1.html file. So right click on here, run as, run on server, next, finish. So you will find out this. So after giving some of the name and clicking up submit, it is opening this login file. Now suppose I want like whatever the name I am providing in a log.html, that name should be printed in login file. So here you have to use a method called like string s1 equal to, as data is coming from HTML, so we have to use a request, because here we are using a parameter as a request. Dot method we have to use is a get parameter, and in get parameter, as here the name of the text box we have used is a T1, so in double quote you have to use a value as a T1 and then semicolon. Now the name is stored in S1, so just like press plus here and give S1. So the name will be added here. So go here, refresh back, go to back, refresh this, give the name, and now click on submit. So it is giving a name value with your hello world. So it is how you are reading a data of HTML text into the servlet. So I hope this will provide you the things which you are looking for. Thank you so much for watching.